Today I'm going to be going over my meta opinions on the current Cyberlimbs in Off the Grid. We have some nerfs recently and put the Javelina meta Paralyzer. This is also going to go up in meta. Last limb in the meta tier, it's going to be Roadrunners to be able to get out of any situation. Alright, moving on to our great tier. I'm going to do Recon, limb that gives you insane amount of information close to the Paralyzer. Recon gives your whole team information. Our next limb in the great tier is going to be Ghost. It's really good for solo clutching. Onto the next limb in great tier, Phosphorus. You can use your Phos dart for long range and be able to get those snipes off when you wouldn't before. Grab the Leapers. These do belong in the great tier. We have the Kinetic Shield. With the recent buffs, I'm going to be putting it in the great tier if you really know how to use it. If you aren't comfortable with it, it's definitely in the balanced tier. Going on to our next tier level, balanced. First up, I'm going to put the Slam Fist. It gives you mobility, damage, and concuss your enemies. Our next limb in the balanced is going to be Tripmines. After the recent update, Tripmines no longer stick to enemies. It's going to be Hookshot. Hookshot recently got a buff of the projectile size. Next limb we're going to have in the balanced tier is the Ripper. Now you're thinking, why is the Ripper so far down in this tier list? Well, recently we did just get a nerf for the Ripper. The nerf took its damage from 350 down to 250. It's going to be the maxi gun, and it did just go from 27 damage per bullet to 40 damage per bullet. And the overheat recently got reduced, but point blank the maxi gun can do insane amount of damage. The bounce bomber. So it did recently get a big nerf, like I was saying. It went from being this non-stoppable power suction black hole force of Dragon Ball Z Kamehameha Spirit Bomb type shit, where it would pull you in and people were shooting trip mines which exploded, which caused a mini nuke on you. If you've been enjoying this video so far and you haven't liked or subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and like and subscribe. Thank you so much for taking the time to click on it. Alright, let's get back to the tier list. So for our last Cyberlimb in the balanced tier, we're putting in the Hammerheads. So you can cancel the jump and use it as a flying animation, kind of like Leapers. Alright, for our bad tier, we are going to be putting the Skunk Paw. It's a gas grenade, essentially, giving yourself cover because enemies can't see through it necessarily. Last limb for the bad tier is going to be Buzzkilla. Buzzkilla is a drone you send out to shoot enemies. It is helpful if someone's ghosted nearby. It will shoot them and make them pop out a ghost while they are being hit. So for the trash tier, we have Slugger. Slugger shoots like an oil slick type effect where it traps enemies slowly. It's going to be Thumpers. Thumpers are mortars in this game. When you use your thumpers, you are essentially crouched down looking at an iPad. You're just the freest target to get killed. If you haven't liked or subscribed to the channel yet, please do. Have fun in Teardrop, and I'll see you in the next one.